What is going on? It's Peppy and I'm here with another Pokemon video. Now whenever I search for a Pokemon top 10 list, all I see is literally top 10 Mega Evolutions, best Mega Evolutions that should happen, but for me, no! Not on my channel. I'm not going to be that unoriginal. I want to say my top 10 regular evolutions. Like, that's any more original. But this franchise has made many Pokemon more usable with an evolution and more easy to obtain with the pre-evolution. Pokemon like Electabuzz and Magmar are perfect examples of this. With Pokemon Sun and Moon coming up, I scoured through each of the generations to figure out what Pokemon I want to get an evolution. I'm thinking about making a top 10 Mega Evolutions video soon, but because of how overused that top 10 list is, and the fact that we all know number 1 would be Flygon, is just no. In this video, I'll be covering the Pokemon that should evolve, how its name should be, and how its design should be, and how its stats should be. There will also be some rules. No Pokemon can be legendary, because legendary shouldn't need to evolve. No Pokemon should already have a Mega Evolution, because it'd be pointless. And finally, no Pokemon can be the final form of 3-stage evolution, because I think they don't need to be any more complex than that. So, let's get on to the top 10 Pokemon that should evolve. The whole concept of Pokemon are to be cartoony, lovable, and unique creatures you won't find anywhere else. Best examples are a turtle with a continent on its back, a rhino with a drill horn, and a freaking horse on fire. Most Pokemon have something that makes them unique, but a sunflower with a face? Yep, you can basically see that anywhere you go. Sunflora to me is the most unoriginal Pokemon in my eyes, literally just a sunflower with a face. You might think this argument can include other Pokemon like Klefki is just a key with eyes, or Chandelure is just a chandelier with eyes. But tell me this. When is the last time you've seen a key with eyes? Sunflowers with eyes are in Plants vs. Zombies, Teletubbies, and every single kindergarten classroom there is. So really, the one thing I want for Sunflora is an evolution to make it more unique. Why not a Mega Evolution? Well, when you're making your team, do you really want your Mega spot to be filled by a Sunflora? For a Rega Evolution, I think something like Floramon would be a great idea. Except not Floramon, because Floramon is a Digimon, and then Pokemon would be ripping off of Digimon. Which I'm sure Game Freak hasn't done before. Maybe you can make it a grass fire type and make it a literal sunflower. It could be called Sun Frenzy. I don't know. I can see it get its special attack and defense to be a lot higher and get a big boost, and maybe even its HP. It can probably get the ability Solar Power too. That would actually really fit. I think Sunflora can be made pretty unique with an evolution, and gladly makes my number 10 spot. Pepperoni beats Zombie's first top 10 list. What could possibly be on his number 9 spot? Well, the answer is unknown. Seriously, it's unknown. Okay, I have to admit, that was very unoriginal, very cliche, but I'm sorry, I didn't know how to start off this number 9 spot, so maybe you can just unknow that ever happened. So when most people first encounter an unknown, they think it's a special type of Pokemon. I know a few people that caught every single and then thought something would happen. And I thought to myself, that's a great idea for an evolution. I think catching every single unknown should cause a special evolution. It will finally make unknown known. Jeez, I already made 3 puns of unknown. Here's a pretty cool concept for an unknown evolution. I think it should be called Euroglyph or something, with the word glyph in it. I think its stats should be comparable to Arceus, but not just anywhere as OP, like, you get what I mean. Like maybe the same base stat total, but some stats are like defense and HP could be very low, where others could be super high. Its design could be all the unknown combined together, like the one I showed you before, and make it learn an exclusive move that isn't terrible. Please, Game Freak, make it so that people won't have to unown this Pokemon. So far, there have been 4 proper turtle Pokemon. There's Blastoise, Torterra, Caracosta, and Torkoal. But if you put them all in the same picture, just look how tiny Torkoal is compared to the rest. We have an awesome grass turtle, 2 useful water turtles, and a mediocre fire turtle. Come on, Game Freak. If you ever played Pokemon Ruby or Sapphire, you realize that if you didn't pick the fire type as a starter, The only choice for a fire Pokemon is Numel or Torkoal. And with Numel evolving into Camerupt, Torkoal just gets left in the dust. Seriously, I feel bad for the people who kept leveling up their Torkoal just waiting for it to evolve. Seriously, Torkoal doesn't look like a final evolution. I think when it evolves, it should get the Fire Steel typing, instead of getting a super high defense like most turtles get, I think it should get a super high special defense with a decent defense stat. Just spice it up a little bit. And it could pull a Camerupt and get a volcano on its back, or maybe, wait for it, a lava crater. They could even give it a pre-evolution if they really wanted to. The final evolution should be called Terrapire. I think it's a great idea. Most Gen 1ers would say that all Gen 1 Pokemon are perfect. Okay, who am I kidding? All Gen 1ers think this. But while some of the final evolutions look powerful, some just flat out don't. Sandslash is the best example of this. Is it just me, or does Sandslash look like an awkward middle stage evolution? Like Wartortle or Charmeleon? Don't worry, Ivysaur. They're the best looking in the Gen 1 starter middle evolutions. I wouldn't say the same for Medicham and Manectric, but they got something else that I still have a hard time accepting. Now I really don't dislike how a final evolution could look like Quilladin. Freaking Quilladin. So I think Sandslash should get one more evolution just to get it noticed again. Name-wise, I think Sandillo or Sandquake is a great idea. Design-wise, I think basing it off the Pangolin but making it like giant and stoppy would be spectacular. Stat-wise, keep it a pure ground type and buff every single one of its stats. Sandslash definitely needs this, and I can't wait till it happens. When the fairy type was introduced, a lot of people got some mixed feelings about it. Some people were like, yeah, new type, but others were probably like, why is this super effective against dragons? So people to judge the new typing, they had to see the new Pokemon with the designs. Florges and Diancie were done great, but then there were Slurpuff and Aromatisse. I didn't want to add a Generation 6 Pokemon into this list, but come on, I had to. Now Swirlix and Spritzee are great Pokemon. Their designs aren't overdone and their names are great, but it's their evolutions where they really fall. The only thing I like about Slurpuff is its name, because, I don't know, it just sounds delicious. But Aromatisse, there's nothing I can really say about it except for wasted potential. I think a fairy type bird is a great idea, and honestly, I think there should be a bird Pokemon in every type. But the fairy bird should look a lot better than a fat Wario wannabe. When it evolves, I think its arms should grow feathers, and maybe it can get the flying type or even the dark type because of its origin. It's supposed to be based off of plague doctors. I did some research on the name origins for Spritzee and Aromatisse, and I made a really good name for the evolution. I think Balmingo is a perfect name. Just give it a flamingo design and keep Aromatisse's skirt, and boom, instantly good Pokemon. I think its high stat should be its HP and speed, but anything else could be anything really. Right now, Aromatisse is the worst bird Pokemon. Yes, worse than Pelipper, but with an evolution, that could change. The ocean is such a beautiful place, filled to the brim with water Pokemon, and a few others. With so many water types, there are tons of fish overshadowed. The fish we're talking about right now is... who? Oh, Luminion. What? The classic Pokemon everyone seems to forget about. Most fish Pokemon have something that makes them memorable. Remoraide's ridiculous evolution process, Feebas's crazy hard way to catch and evolve, and even Lovedisk's stupidity. But all Luminion has is the title of most forgettable Pokemon, which actually made people remember it more, and now Maractus takes that spot. So now, Viridian and Luminion have nothing really special to them. They're just there. That's why I think an evolution can really bring back its popularity. I think its name should be Disseminion. Yeah, I've been doing a lot of research to find these names, keeping the name trend. Its design should have radiation sparkling out of its fins or wings or whatever those are, and the fish should be based off of is like a lionfish or something. They should make its special defense as its highest stat, and maybe give it the ability Dark Aura if you really want to. I think Luminion should get a lot more recognition than just one of the most forgettable Pokemon. And I am running out of things to say about it, so let's just move on. Ah, Dunsparce, you adorable little drill worm, you. Dunsparce is the one Pokemon that actually tells you it's stupid. Its name literally has the word dunce in it. So Dunsparce appears to be pretty useless Pokemon, though Serene Grace is a nice touch. Though what I think should happen is after all these years of Dunsparce being made fun of, he was secretly hiding an entire evolution line. And in the 7th generation, he will finally release his true self. I think the little guy should have 2 evolutions, and its final evolution should be a normal dragon type. I think his first evolution should be named Bignoramus, but I really have no idea what to have it for design, so I didn't really draw this one. But it should stay a pure normal type with Serene Grace, but every single one of its stats gets a boost along with Smooth Pool. Maybe it can have a jaw and sharp teeth, and its drill tail and wings can be bigger, and I really don't know. In its final evolution though, it should be a normal dragon type. It's a great way to add a new type combination, and its biggest stat should be special attack. It was hard trying to make a name for it, but I came up with Mohayoroka, which is no longer stupid in Japanese. At least I think it is. I don't know if I should trust Google Translate, but I think that's a great idea. The stupid Pokemon hated on for generations, and all this time, it's been hiding a powerful creature. Like Luminion, there is one bug type that gets overshadowed by the vast amount of bug Pokemon. Who is this bug? Well, I'm just gonna give it a fedora and say Ledian. I'm so sorry for doing that. I just had to, okay? I had to. Now, Ledian is an okay Pokemon, but being okay isn't enough when you're one of the hundreds of bugs. A Ladybug could have been done so much better, though Iron Fist is a pretty unique ability. But the thing is, Ledian's attack is so low, the ability barely helps. Also, it's another bug flying type, Stealth Rocks. So do you know what this thing needs? A Mega Evolution! I'm just kidding, a regular evolution. When I was researching Ledian, I realized its design was actually based on Pulseman, a game Game Freak designed before Pokemon, but I don't think it came out, did it? I don't know. I think, why not go a little further? Its name could be Let It Pulse, for obvious reasons, and should be changed into a bug electric type. It should then keep the Iron Fist ability, but its attack gets so much higher, and maybe an insect punch could become a move. Ledian has such good potential for becoming a good Pokemon, and it needs to evolve soon. Throughout Pokemon, we've had a lot of adorable baby Pokemon. You've got Pichu, Happiny, Togepi, Corsola, Magby. Wait, what? Corsola isn't a baby Pokemon? So you're telling me Corsola is as powerful as it can be? What the fu- So apparently this doesn't evolve. It has everything that can make it a pre-evolved Pokemon. Weak stats, small size, and an adorable little face. Okay, of course there are some fully evolved Pokemon that are cute, but does this look like a fully evolved Pokemon? Come on, Game Freak. If Corsola evolves, it better be soon. When Corsola evolves, I think it should keep the Water Rock typing and just get a big buff in all of its stats, especially on defense and special defense. For abilities, I think Regenerator would make sense, because corals actually do rebuild themselves when they're broken apart. For its design, I think it should be like a Plesiosaur, you know, the thing Lapras is based off of. And to make it not look like Lapras, I would suggest a longer body, smaller neck, and a long thin face to add on. I would suggest its name to be Sanglorodon, Sango, Japanese for coral, and Lioplurodon, a famous Plesiosaur. Corsola fits the bill for a pre-evolution, yet it doesn't evolve. Game Freak, you should fix that. Now before I get into my number 1 spot, I'm just gonna go mention some honorable mentions that just barely missed the list. Mighty Yenna, for feeling a bit incomplete. Love Disc, for just being unusable. Male Combi, just because I want a male Vespiquen-ish thing. Carnivine, for not being creative enough. And Quillfish. Does this look like a final evolution to you? Now for my number 1 spot, the Pokemon chosen here was actually put in here for a more personal reason than the rest of the list. This Pokemon made me start to appreciate fire types more. I've always thought I always thought it was overrated, and I never used one except for Blaziken. This Pokemon though changed that for me. its design made me fall in love with it, and I was so disappointed when I realized its stats sucked. And ever since I played my first Pokemon game, I've always wanted an Anteater Pokemon. You know where I'm going with this now, right? Anteaters were my favorite animal as a kid, and I've always wanted one as a Pokemon. Then, as an answer to my prayers, we got Heatmore. I actually fell out of the Pokemon craze right when Gen 5 started, so I never knew Heatmore existed until Gen 6. Disappointing. And I was so happy when I discovered Heatmore that I put it into my original Dream Team in Pokemon Showdown. And once I started getting better at competitive, I realized Heatmore sucked. I was so disappointed when I realized that. I do know a way Heatmore can be useful, but it doesn't always work, and you have to be very specific. And that's why I think Heatmore should get an evolution. I want this awesome looking Pokemon to get more approval and attention. Come on, more people use it to pray, Durant, more. I just love its design too. I think they chose a great idea for it. Now come on, Game Freak. If you want me to stop whining, give Heatmore an evolution. Maybe even a pre-evolution if you can. But I think the final evolution should be called Durant Heater. I like it. I don't know about you though. In its design, I want it to get more tubes, but all the holes in its body can spew fire. Even the ones on its hands. I also think it should grow some fur. Maybe even a mane around its neck. Its tail would be nice too, and its overall color scheme should stay the same. In its stats, I think it should have high defense, high special defense, and good speed. Its HP and special attack would be right below it. Or it could become a sweeper and get high special attack and low defenses. For an ability, I think Sturdy or Flash Fire would be okay. I seriously want my favorite fire Pokemon to get an evolution. The one thing Heatmore is lacking in is strength. That's why it's so forgotten. This needs to happen. Please, Game Freak, please make Heatmore usable. So that was my first top 10 list, and you can bet I'm going to do more in the future, so you better get ready. I hope you guys enjoy me expressing my feelings, because I sure do. I'm sure it makes me seem important to this world, this large, endless universe. Well, I think this video has gone long enough already, so I'm going to make this outro short. That was it for today, and if you want, hit the like button and or subscribe button to join the Pepperoni Military. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time!